Hello everyone, Patty Behan here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute Thanksgiving card using some Hero Art stamps, Ranger inks, and Tim Holtz Sizzix Rosette die. So let's get started. To make this project you will need a pair of scissors, various pieces of cardstock and pattern paper, some Ranger Adirondack die inks and archival jet black ink, Ink Essentials Wonder Tape, an ink blending tool with some foam, Tim Holtz Sizzix Rosette die, some Ink Essentials Poppet Shapes, some clear stamps and an acrylic block, and Ink Essentials nibs. For a detailed list, visit my blog at pattybehan.blogspot.com. Step 1. Cut the following pieces to make your card. A 5.5 by 8.5 piece from the Harvest Flower cardstock to be your card. A 3.5 by 4.5 piece from the Katydid cardstock. A 3.5 by 2 3/4 piece from cream cardstock. And then a 3 by 2.5 piece from cream cardstock. And from the copper metallic, you need a 3 3/4 by 3-inch piece and a 4 3/4 by 3 5/8 piece. And from the rosette, you're going to want to cut out one from the Harvest Flower, and then I trimmed it with my trimmer so that it is 3/4 of an inch wide. Step 2. Place the Happy Thanksgiving and the turkey stamp onto the acrylic block and stamp onto the larger rectangle of cream cardstock with jet black archival ink. Step 3. Stamp just the turkey with jet black archival ink onto the smaller piece of cream cardstock. Step 4. Ink the Katydid paper with espresso ink by using the ink blending tool and foam and lightly grazing over the top so that the ink gets caught on the embossed designs. You don't have to worry about the middle because that's going to get covered. Step 5. Use the cut and dry nib to color in the turkey's bodies, legs, and beaks. You're going to use butterscotch ink for the body and legs, and then ginger ink for the beak. And the way you use the nib is you roll it into the ink pad, like so, and then you just color it like you would with a marker. Step 6. Cut out the turkey from the smaller piece of cardstock, and don't worry about the little antennas or the legs. You just need the body. And set this aside. Step 7. Apply some Wonder Tape to the turkey feathers on your stamped image, and then remove the red liner tape. When you are finished, just set it aside. Step 8. Fold the rosette die on the score lines in an accordion fashion, starting with the valley fold. A valley fold is a fold that is shaped like a V, and then you're going to go back and forth. Once you have the whole die cut folded, you should end up with a mountain fold. And a mountain fold is where the fold is shaped like the peak of a mountain. So what you want to do is trim off this last little scallop here. And then next we are going to cut the scallop on a diagonal. You're going to go from the top of the scallop down to the score line on this side, and then same thing on the other side. You're going and cut on a diagonal at the fold to the scallop. Step 9. Now we're going to attach the rosette die to the feathers on the turkey. To do that, you're going to place one end so that it's even with the feathers on your stamped image like so. And then you're going to attach the other end again so that it's even with the stamped feather, like that. Once you have both sides glued down, you just push down the die and then make it even with the other feathers. And if it pops up a little bit, it'll go right back into place. And then it will look like that. Step 10. Cut 2 round poppet shapes in half. Remove the protective liners and stack them on top of each other. And then stick them onto your turkey and make sure they're in the turkey's belly there. Then you want to take out your pre-cut colored turkey body, and I stuck a little piece of Wonder Tape on there, and then I'm going to take off the liner like so, and then I'm going to place the body onto the poppet shapes and then line it up with the stamped image like so. Make sure it's lined up with the stamped image like so. Step 11. Glue all the pre-cut layers onto your card like you see here, and you're done. This would also be a great embellishment for a scrapbook page, or you could make Thanksgiving place cards. I think that's what I'm going to do with this too. I hope you enjoyed this project and have a happy Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble!